look over here, unit 4, that is time. We are going to begin a new chapter today, that is time. Have you heard the proverb, time and tide never wait for others? You know, time is very precious for everybody. Now we are going to learn a very fantastic chapter, that is time. Let's begin. Now here exercise has given estimate the duration of the events of the activity. Okay, so let's begin. Observe the table below which shows time, duration of the following activities. Okay, for example, different activities. For example, the first one is brushing teeth, bathing, cooking, washing clothes, etc. So different activities take different times. That's mean different activities consume different durations of times, different types of people. Okay, few people are very fast in their activities, in their work, but few people are slow. So different activities consume different times to finish their task, to finish their activity. So as a result, different activities consumed different time, the duration of time to finish the task. For example, bathing. Few people take 10 minutes to take bath, but few people takes 45 minutes to take bath. Just imagine the duration of the times. So here cooking 6:45 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Here written just 45 minutes. It is not always the same. Different dishes will take different time. The duration of time is different for cooking different type of dishes. At the same time, different dish will take different time to finish, to cook. So from this table we can observe, okay, the duration of the time for different activities. You can make a timetable so you can consume for each activities. For example, for bathing, for writing homework, or eating breakfast, or watching television, or studying. These activities will let you know how much time you are giving, how much time you are consuming. And if you know this, how much time you are wasting, so that will be avoided. In this way, you can estimate the consumptions of time, the duration of time for each activity. Your activity, let's go. Prepare a table for time duration. To chop vegetables, cleaning the room at your home, or writing the homework or studying, etc. As I told you before, just now, you should make a timetable for different activities. These will make you perfect. For example, punctual. So if you can learn how to save time, that will make you a good position in this world, and you can have your own time. So can you compute the number of days between two given dates? Okay, compute means calculate, to figure out. So number of days between two given dates. How many days? Let us see. If 1 week there are 7 days, we know there is a 7 days in a week. So if 1 week over another 1 week begins. For example, here if Sunday is first, Monday is a second, like that Saturday is a seventh. So if today is sixth, if the today is 6th, what day was yesterday? For example, here talking about if the today is Friday, that is means the date is 6th. So what day was yesterday? So yesterday was Thursday and the date is 5th. Day before yesterday was Wednesday and the date is 4th. And what will be tomorrow? Tomorrow is the Saturday and the date is 7th. And the day after tomorrow, that is Sunday, and the date is 8th. So in this way you have to calculate, you have to estimate, you have to figure out. Now look over here, this is our new unit, that is time. Okay, so now here our question in the textbook, if Sunday is the first, Monday, Saturday 7th, then if today is 6th, that is mean today is Friday. So what day was yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday and that is date is 5th. Day before yesterday was Wednesday and that is 4th. What will be the tomorrow? Tomorrow will be Saturday because today is Friday. So tomorrow will be Saturday and the date is 7th. What will be the day after tomorrow? So after tomorrow, today is Friday, tomorrow Saturday, after tomorrow it will be Sunday, the date will be 8th. Thank you. Take care.